probably sitting there wondering what it's like to peel off our skin and wear it. Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, what's some creepy shit that 99% of the guys out there are doing without realizing it? Well, so I'm glad you asked, because that's exactly what I'm gonna tell you. And to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to find out how creepy you're really being without realizing, or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so a lot of guys don't think this shit is creepy, but we women, this is something that sets off our stranger danger radar. And make sure you stay till the very end, because a lot of guys don't realize they're doing this, but most of y'all are fucking doing it. But also at the end, I'll tell you what you could do about it, because that's what I do. Okay, so the first thing y'all are doing that's making you look creepy as fuck is staring too long without saying anything. Now, you guys think that we don't see you fucking looking at us that entire time? We see you. Not only do we see you not coming and saying something. The longer you sit there and stare without coming to talk to us, the longer you have to show us that you're probably sitting there wondering what it's like to peel off our skin and wear it. Only weirdos do that. Only weirdos know they have to sit and plan and map out other ways I'm gonna slice through her muscles and anteriors. So yeah, the longer you sit there and do that, the more scared we'll be. I don't care if all you do is nod the next time we look at you. Just communicate somehow that you're not just sitting in there planning how to put us in your white van with no windows. Which then brings me to the second one, which a lot of you guys think you're not supposed to fucking do, which is not saying what you're actually thinking. Again, we women, we get a sense of what's going on for you because energy is contagious. Emotions are contagious. Emotions are energy. And I always talk about this idea of resonance because emotions are energy. It's your body, your makeup, your matter vibrating one way and then coming into contact with similar makeup and matter, and it gets us vibrating in kind, which is why we say things like that resonates with me. So if you're sitting there thinking something but not saying it out loud, we're still gonna feel it. And any inconsistency we feel is again gonna set off our stranger danger radar. So if you're sitting there thinking like, fuck, she's really hot, but you're not saying anything, we're gonna see this. So how was your day? And we're gonna be like, what the fuck was that? Was he trying to think of whether or not I could fit in his freezer later when he murders me? So again, I know it's not easy, but this is the stuff I'm talking about all the time when I talk about being personal, being relevant. If you were on my Speak Spark Arousal live presentation, I talked so much about how important it is to be personal when you talk and to say those in the moment thoughts, because that's you being yourself. Not, how are you? I'm good. You're good too. Oh, good. That's not you. When I say things like, you don't need to change who you are, you need to change how you are, that's what I'm talking about. And if you're sitting there not telling us what's going on for you in your head and you're trying to cover it up, we're gonna sense it and we're gonna be really weirded out by you. Now the third one, I noticed so many guys out there doing it because you try not to be the other one, but this is being one-sided. Whether you're that guy that over questions, oh my God, what do you like to do for fun? Where are you from? What are your hobbies? What kinds of things do you dislike? I had somebody mouth off those questions back and forth to me and it was like, oh my God, stop undressing me without getting undressed too. Being that one-sided makes us feel like you are peeling off our skin while giggling with a scalpel right next to us. Oh Lord. On the flip side, if you're that guy who's constantly talking about herself without asking a damn thing, again, it's another way of looking at us like we are an object. We're not human. If you're over asking us about us without giving anything of yourself, it's kind of like you're trying to peel an orange, and women aren't oranges. But on the flip side, if all you're doing is talking about yourself, it's like we can be swapped out and we don't fucking matter. And that's what's really creepy, is when you don't see us for the human being we truly are sitting right in front of you. And that's one of those things I talk about in my coaching program and help guys do, is balance that out to create engagement as opposed to overwhelming interrogations or overly narcissistic sounding talking about yourself. Which then brings me to the last one, which most of y'all are doing because y'all are too terrified not to make a move, which is hitting on her before you make her laugh. Now, I talked about this in my Speak Spark Arousal live presentation the other day. This concept of if we don't feel good about you first, trying to move things forward is gonna be a rough one. Laughter is the lube that'll help us feel good enough to go there with you. And if you ask for her number before you make us laugh, or you tell us we're gorgeous, we're so hot before you make us laugh, it'll be like, haha, okay. Because you know who doesn't give a fuck about making us laugh or making us feel good before we feel their penis? Rapists and murderers. So if you're not a rapist and or murderer, and you know that you're a good enough guy who has great intentions, who isn't a piece of shit, but isn't getting the women he wants, and you see lesser guys, big pieces of shit, getting women you want, and you know you want to take care of it once and for all, the end of the year is coming. Apply right now to my Speak to Spark Arousal, Implementation, and Integration Coaching Program, which I just opened up the doors for, where I'm gonna teach you these steps to naturally moving things forward with women. And I'm gonna get it ingrained in you in the next 90 days. Something that would otherwise take you probably years, probably has taken you years to get down by yourself or with any other coach. Because yeah, a lot of you guys are unintentionally creeping girls out there when you don't need to be, when you have good intentions, when you're just not connecting right, when you're not naturally making her laugh, and you feel like you have to force yourself to move forward, but it still doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good moving things forward, you shouldn't be fucking doing it. But that's the point I get all my clients to, is where it feels natural, and us women are helping you along the way. So if this is something you know you want to get down once and for all, apply right now while you still can. Check yourself for these 4 things. And thanks for watching as always. I'll see you guys next time.